The forehand is probably the first stroke you learn in tennis and the one most people master. It's a building block for your game. Here are my suggestions you should try to help you develop an effective forehand. Early preparation is essential in all strokes. In the forehand, that means getting the racket back and getting in place to hit the ball. Too many people wait for the ball to bounce on their side before they get the rackets back and attempt to hit it. At the same time that you're getting your racket back, you should have a natural shoulder turn. You're moving to the ball, and once you get to the ball, you want to stop. Too many players overrun the forehand. Once you stop, you're planting your back foot and you're stepping into the ball with your front foot. Your objective should be to try to get your body far enough away from the ball to enable your elbow to be slightly bent when you meet the ball, just in front of you off your front foot. On the court, I've often thought that the follow-through is just as important as the wind-up. Don't stop right after you hit the ball to see where it's going. Follow through across your body, and I even exaggerate my follow-through over my shoulder. Let's see it again. The flat forehand is great for waist-high balls when you want more speed on your shot. The flat forehand is not a high percentage shot because it doesn't clear the net as often. It's harder, has more speed, and penetrates more, but there's a greater chance for error. I still hit basically a flat forehand most of the time because it works for me, although I did learn the topspin forehand for certain situations. The topspin forehand worked best for me on lower balls because I know if I tried to hit them flat, I'd end up hitting into the net. You swing low to high in a sweeping motion to produce topspin. You use the topspin to make the ball clear the net higher, which produces a higher bounce on the other side. It's a way to take the offensive with your forehand, and I found it a good way to keep my opponent pinned far behind the baseline. I'm sure you'll find the following sequence very interesting and enlightening. First, watch as I hit the flat forehand. At the contact point, notice that the racket face is vertical. Now watch me hit the forehand with topspin. I'm swinging from low to high, but the racket face is still vertical at impact. In the third sequence, I'm hitting the stroke with underspin. At the point of contact, again, notice how the racket face is nearly vertical. So it's important to remember that for all normal ground strokes hit near waist level, the racket face is vertical or nearly vertical at contact. Waiting to return a ball, I usually hold my forehand grip. When I see the ball coming to my backhand, I start turning to hit the ball, and as I turn, I rotate my right hand slightly to the left towards a continental grip. My left hand is already in position. How do you know where to put your left hand? I'm swinging with a flat hand like a left-handed forehand and placing it right on top of the racket. My left hand is used as a guide and to give me more power, but most of the work is done with the right arm, similar to using the one-handed backhand. For those of you old-fashioned players with a one-handed backhand, the grip is still the same. First, get your racket back early, and remember, on a two-handed backhand, your reach is limited, so you really have to quickly get into position. 2, turn your entire body, shoulders and hips, and get your weight back early. Swing through the ball, and your weight will transfer naturally from your back foot to your front foot. Make sure you hit the ball out in front of you, off the front leg. On my flat two-hander, I hit directly behind the ball and through it. The racket head is hitting the ball smack in the middle. Topspin shot, you swing the racket from low to high, brushing the ball and finishing over your shoulder. People have often asked me, you know, you're kind of petite. How do you create so much power behind your shots? It's true, I'm no Arnold Schwarzenegger, but the answer's simple: good footwork. In every tennis shot, whether it be taking quick short steps for my forehand approach or getting in position early for my two-handed backhand cross-court passing shot, footwork is the basic ingredient. Good footwork enhances balance, and balance has always been one of my strengths. Remember, if you have great footwork, it puts you in a position to hit the best shot you can possibly hit. So remember, good footwork is essential on any surface, whether it be sliding to the ball on clay or taking small, quick steps on grass. Footwork gets you to the ball and sets up every shot. All the stroke production in the world does you no good unless you can position yourself to hit the ball. The key is the distance between your fingers and the palm of your hand. If you can comfortably place your thumb there, then that's the right size for you. Now, if your grip is too small, as you can see, I can hardly fit my thumb in this area. This results in a very whippy, wristy sort of shot. And if your grip is too big, I can place more than one thumb in this area. The grip will feel bulky and you'll get much less power on your shots. There are a couple of elements to remember. Pretend you're hitting a ball with your open hand. Continue that motion, and with your racket being vertical, shake hands with the grip. This is the basic grip, the one I started out with, and it is referred to as the Eastern forehand grip. If you've just started playing, you may want to try an Eastern forehand grip when serving, for the simple reason that you have more string area to hit the ball with. As you go to hit, the racket face is turned toward the court that you're hitting into. As you advance from the beginner stage, you slowly move toward the continental or the backhand grip. It enables you to use your hands and your wrist more to put more spin, slice, or kick on the serve. Backhand grip will almost surely be better for you in the long run, but don't rush into it if you're just beginning to play. Use a shake hands grip until you get more experienced. Here are a few of my tips for the basic serve. First of all, take your time. Bounce the ball a few times, look at your opponent, figure out where you're actually going to serve the ball. Also, relax. Relax your hands, your wrists, don't tense up, and spread your feet comfortably apart, about shoulder width. Good rhythm is essential. Both arms should go down and up at the same time for the wind-up. Throw your toss out in front and a little bit to the right so that your arm is fully extended up to reach the ball. On your follow-through, your momentum should carry you forward into the court, and your racket should follow through across your body. Let me show you one more time.